Now, it may seem to you that the anti-abortion movement achieved its ultimate goal when Roe v. Wade was overturned 3 years ago, but in reality, it was just getting started. The end goal has always been a nationwide abortion ban in every state by any method for any reason. And now they're coming for the most common form of abortion in America, the abortion pill. Earlier this week, Senator Josh Hawley introduced a bill that would restrict access to mifepristone, the first pill in a two-drug regimen used in 63% of abortions, according to the Guttmacher Institute. It's also the only option most people have left in a post-Roe America. Politico reports this is part of a coordinated strategy the anti-abortion movement is calling Rolling Thunder. It's a wave of efforts to chip away at medication abortion access in the courts, in Congress, and at the FDA. So how do they plan to pull it off? By using junk science and flat-out disinformation. The centerpiece of their latest push is a so-called study from a conservative think tank, the Ethics and Public Policy Center. I love innocuous names like that. It claims mifepristone is far more dangerous than previously believed, and that 10% of people who take it are experiencing life-threatening complications. But here's the thing. Medical reports are supposed to be peer-reviewed. This one's not peer-reviewed, it's not scientifically sound, and it is dangerously misleading. As the journalist Jessica Valenti points out, many of the women counted as having, quote, life-threatening complications, end quote, were simply seen at a hospital within 45 days of taking the pill. That could include women who came in with questions about bleeding, cramping, or soreness, normal and expected effects of the process, and none of which are life-threatening. Even if someone took mifepristone and then saw a doctor weeks later for something unrelated, like insomnia or anxiety, that could get counted as well. And that's not all. Healthcare professionals told Valenti that the report includes women who used mifepristone incorrectly, women who took mifepristone for miscarriage management rather than for elective abortion. And they got their results, they got the records they studied by purchasing access to a health insurance claims database. So it only included people whose procedures were covered by insurance. The methodology is so bad in this study that even anti-abortion advocates admit its flaws. Dr. Christina Francis, a conservative OBGYN and one of the movement's leading voices, told Politico that the report is, quote, not a study in the traditional sense, end quote, not conclusive proof of anything, end quote. Despite all of this, anti-abortion lawmakers and activists are banking on this single, deeply flawed, deeply misleading report to convince the courts, the FDA, and Congress to roll back access to the most common method of abortion in the United States. No mention of more than 100 peer-reviewed studies and decades of data that found mifepristone safe and effective. In fact, mifepristone is considered safer than Tylenol, a drug that more than 50 million Americans take every week, according to the American Liver Foundation, which I suspect would like it if you took it less often. The number of people who take mifepristone in a full year is barely a fraction of that. So let's be clear. This isn't about protecting anyone's health. It's about control over women's bodies. It's about banning abortion by any means necessary, even if it means misleading the public, ignoring science, and twisting the truth. All right, joining me is the great friend of our show, Melissa Murray, professor of law at New York University, co-host of the Strict Scrutiny podcast, and an MSNBC legal analyst, and someone who allows me to sometimes not be here. So thank you. Good to see you, my friend. I was a bit confused by this whole story because earlier this week, the Trump administration asked a federal judge to dismiss a lawsuit against the FDA over mifepristone. So I was a bit confused.
I mean, there are a lot of things going on at once. I think one thing to sort of recognize is the politics of this. I think the administration recognizes that going to war over abortion is a losing battle for them. There is support for reproductive freedom throughout the country. We saw that even in the presidential election when we had abortion, reproductive freedom ballot initiatives on the measure. And even in states where they went for Donald Trump, they also went for reproductive freedom. So it is a complicated issue for this administration. But yet, they have a base that is virulently anti-abortion and has been incredibly disappointed that the administration, despite all of the things that they have done to dismantle government, has not done the thing that they wanted, which is to dismantle the infrastructure of reproductive freedom in this country.
So when Dobbs came into effect, I think a little better than 50% of the abortions in this country were medication abortions. That number's up to 63 for obvious reasons. One, more people know about it. 2, fewer people can get abortions. reasons. 3, as you discussed, the infrastructure of abortion, which has been attacked for decades, has started to come apart faster.
Right.
So now this is really a much more central target. Medication abortion is a much bigger thing to solve for.
Well, it's not just a bigger thing to solve for, but it is a mechanism by which you could get around Dobbs, right? So if your concern is that you have eliminated abortion access in Texas and all of these other red states, but people can get medication abortion pills, well, that's an end run. So it's understandable why they are so fixated on medication abortion. The problem, of course, for them is that the logic of their arguments doesn't make sense. Like, this is not unsafe. It is actually necessary in some cases when people are having miscarriages. This is a way of facilitating the expulsion of fetal matter from the body so that the person can go on and have a healthy pregnancy in the future. So it's incredibly important. It is critical health care, and they want to end access to it.
But the initial ruling by Judge Kaczmarek about mifepristone was also based on sort of dubious scientific information about whether the FDA should have or shouldn't have approved it a quarter century ago.
No, that is incredibly clear. When the Supreme Court dealt with this issue, they dismissed it on procedural grounds, saying that the doctors who brought this case didn't have standing. But they never delved into the substance. But I think if they did, I think even they would have been required to acknowledge that the science on which the case against mifepristone had been built was really dubious. And in fact, there was an even longer history of medical and research studies, both in the United States and Europe, that made clear that mifepristone was as safe as any ordinary drug you can get over the counter in the United States.
And I don't know how much this counts for anything these days, right? That somebody can come up. It's not a court case. So I mean, people are sort of saying, "Hey, we're gonna pass legislation." It's not going to pass, most likely, in the Senate. But what are the other ways around this? Because I've heard about the Comstock Act being used. What are the other ways of saying to women who have no other choice but to get a 2-drug cocktail to have their abortion that they can't do it?
So a couple of ways. One, you could start implementing and enforcing the Comstock Act. This is an 1873 federal statute that's been on the books, dormant, like a zombie law. It was passed at a time when women did not have the right to vote and had no say in the political process. And it would be used to limit the transmission in interstate commerce, the mails of mifepristone and other drugs, and even any implements that might be used for an abortion. So that's one way. The federal government could just begin to enforce the Comstock Act. So that is always available as a tool for this administration. The other tool that I think we're seeing, and this is why this new study is really so important, is to limit the supply of mifepristone. And you can do this by having the FDA close up access, by finding that there are new studies or study-ish pieces that may indicate that mifepristone is less safe than we'd originally thought. Then they can begin to roll back some of the access, maybe implementing some of the requirements that previously existed for the distribution of mifepristone, making you come to the pharmacy, making you come to a doctor, not having it distributed through the mails. Those are all things. I think the really ironic part of this is that this is an administration that seems bent on dismantling the administrative state, except for this.
Yes, that, I was going to say, because you wouldn't need that to go to the courts or legislation. You can just stack your FDA committees.
Yeah, exactly. And we have an FDA chief and a Secretary of Health and Human Services that have indicated that they're not willing to do anything right now, but they're open to it if new evidence is presented. And now, lo and behold, there's new evidence. Not a study in a traditional sense.
Not a study, something.
Yes.
We don't know what it is. All right, Melissa, thank you. Good to see you as always.
Thanks for having me.
Melissa Murray is a professor of law at NYU, the co-host of the Strict Scrutiny podcast, and an MSNBC legal analyst.